There we go. Ahoy everyone, and welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillyan today, along with...
He's a mighty Lieutenant Rakir at your service, along with...
Gunnery Mate Rom.
And yeah, Durban is... did he say he wasn't going to be able to make it, or just delayed?
Delayed.
Okay.
I just realized my avatar is looking right at the Krogan that just disappeared.
Rex. And yeah, welcome back to Mass Effect on the Legendary Edition. And yeah, we've cleaned out basically every side quest, except for Shells the Gambler, who, well, we're going to leave him hanging with his little shell game. Okay. So yeah, we've got Geth to hunt down, and then a three-headed dog to decapitate. So yeah. This is the fourth of the Geth incursions, so we should be done with it after this. And yeah, we found another red planet. I'll need to double check, but I think this is the one that's set to die in a few thousand years. Because, well, another planet is headed for it. We're in a decaying orbit.
Anyways, I'll be right back.
Okay. This is right on the border with this. Okay. Some dead scavengers. A probe. Let's see. The burned corpses, evidently a mom-and-pop independent salvage team, show signs of close-range hits from Geth-heavy particle beams. Great. Okay, so they just got ambushed. Now it's nothing else interactable. So the Geth probably looted whatever was useful of that probe already. Okay. Now then, to this next point of interest, yeah, let's take the easier route instead of trying to Skyrim our way up. Alright. We ran into 2 Thresher Moths last time, so I hope this time we run into an exact number of 0. Okay. It was just the lander making the noise.
1.
Okay, these must have been their outposts. Yeah, reaching the limits. Got some stuff for... the scavengers who made this camp are gone. They seem to have abandoned it abruptly some time ago. Yeah, because they got... well, the Geth got here. We'll have to check with Garrus in a bit. Since, well, we found better armor for him. Let's see. There's the... yeah, that's the outpost. Okay. I'll need to double check once we're in the star map again. But either we are on the one that is in the decaying orbits, or that is... and yeah, these are really freaking close to each other. No way, either way, huh? Okay.
Sorry, I had to look away for a moment there. What were you trying to show?
Polonium. That. So, either we are on the decaying planetoids, or that is the decaying planetoids, or on a decaying orbit.
Yeah, that's a bit too close.
Yeah, the gravity effect is already causing quite the wind.
Look behind you.
Yeah, let's...
for a moment, I thought that was gonna happen to you.
Okay, like have this thing land on me or something?
No, you diving front first with the tank and bury it halfway down into the dirt.
Let's see, this down pod contained a League of One medallion. Its owner is nowhere to be found. Okay. Outposts. I'm pretty sure we are still hunting the Geth here, but that makes it sound more like one of the Cerberus ones. We'll see what's going on. It's not like the action. It's not like the Geth actions make much sense to begin with. Other than, well, be a nuisance to us and sit in the Citadel races. Okay. Clearly an established path. So they've probably got some defense set up over here. Or do I have that wrong? Some more minerals for us to collect. Yeah. Definitely Geth work here, huh? Because they're the only ones who like these toothpicks.
Yeah, I have to say, they both look interesting, but also look kind of cheap.
Simple designs would fit with robotics and such.
Yeah, just the whole spike thing looks rather low budget compared to the rest of the machine.
Sniper rifle. Okay. Yeah, once we're back on the ship, I'm selling anything we're not actively using. Okay, anything of interest in here? Nope. Okay. Alright then, getting close quarters. Been a bit actually since we had them in... Oh. Okay, so it's mostly going to be husks then.
Did you say Geth or Diff in close quarter?
Unsure, but... Yeah. To be fair, I'm pretty sure every time we have fought Geth, it has been mostly these husks in close quarters. With the actual combat platforms, well, being more outside and such. Okay, keeping my gun at the ready just in case. Yep, there's more. There we go. Okay, I was half expecting him to ambush us from behind there. And again, the husks don't have much intelligence, if any at all. Service is lost. The garrison's dead. There's no escape. We've encrypted the door, but they know we're inside. It's only a matter of time until they find a way in. I can hear them in the corridor. Clicking. That perverse clicking. Tell my husband and they probably blew the door before they could finish. That wouldn't make sense since the door is still intact. So maybe they EMP'd or did something to disrupt things. Combat optics.
Perimeter secured.
Okay, some more X gear. Okay. Well, one other side.
But they encrypted the door, so they probably encrypted it.
Hacked it, yeah, but just vanish. Now they are AI, so it honestly didn't slow them down that much. So they could have just hacked through and shot them on the spots. That's actually probably the most likely. Let's see. Major, we've lost contact with the Corsairs and our sensor sweeps continue detecting nothing but ghosts. VOTS persists in affecting both our active and passive sensors as well as the convoys. Yet we won't be able to make contact or detect any potential wreckage until at least 2300 in 2 days' time. I suspect it's nothing more than a technical issue, but I thought it was best to give you a heads up. Sergeant Shevchenko. Yes, Shevchenko. Okay, reducing that to trash, in the trash. Okay. Is that all here? Yep, Omni tool. Okay, let me double check. Armstrong cluster. We're missing 1 League medallion. 1 light metal and 5 rare metals. Oh, the bastard snuck in after us. Okay,
that's not clever.
Yeah. Okay, they used the cannon fodder to lure us inside.
Oh, look at the money!
Yeah, we're getting 11,000 with each one of these we kill. Okay. Clever, but not clever enough. Alright, and that should be the last spot. Though if it was, we would have probably been told of that already. Okay, time to put the helmets back on. And, yeah.
That one got shot off the cliff.
Slammed one of them into one of the vehicles there. Okay, good thing that I parked that close, huh?
Yep.
Last one.
I thought one of these outposts would be a major base of operations.
Hold on. This receiver's picking up some kind of transmission. Based on the signal strength, I'd say it's coming from inside this star cluster.
The main Geth base. Use the signal to lock onto its location and go take it out.
Okay, since when are you ordering us around, Rex? But still, good idea all the same. Okay. Let's head over there. Grab that as we're passing by. Let's actually face the right way. This thing does not go faster backwards. Oh. Okay, okay, now that explains why there's scavengers around. Because, yeah, honestly, just a single probe would not be enough reason for someone to go down here. But if there's an entire crashed ship, yeah, that'll make this place a whole lot more attractive. Okay. This is thorium. Okay. There we go. That does count as a rare metal, I think. Yep, it does. Okay. Now, let's check this debris. And yeah, then we're done with this place. So we can go hunt down the main, well, the main base. Good. Get a bit of momentum. There's another wreck, or, well, another part of the wreck. Okay.
I find it curious that the thorium has been appearing in both fantasy and sci-fi. The first time I heard of it was in a fantasy game.
Okay.
With Warcraft, but no, yeah, actually it was in Warcraft 3, actually, yeah. But yeah, here's the thing I learned some year ago. I realized it's actual real metal. It's radioactive.
Yeah. Okay. Oop. This one's a bit trickier, but we get there all the same. Okay, take all of those. Get in here and get out. Alright. Now, before we move on, we need to, well, get rid of all of our excess loot. We can take a quick look at everyone's gear. And yeah, then we'll see what's left over and we'll sell all of that.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if that was due to Discord or something, but it sounded like you said the excess loot.
Okay. Starting with Liara. Not sure that would work with... Like, it does have more damage and accuracy, but you can only fire it for, like, a sixth of the time. So, no. Oop. Actually, let's equip ourselves first. Let's see. Equipment. Do we have anything better than this? No. I think the only thing that's going to be better than what we have is, well, better Spectre gear. Let's see. Okay, we get no upgrades there. Okay. Yeah, Liara. Okay, that is a massive... okay, that... The Polaris. And no better armor for you. Let's actually put something on here. There, just shield and damage reduction. Tali. Actually, let's give you that. It is overall less damage a bit, but, well, they can fire it more often, so that'll be more damage in that time. Anything of that of interest? No. And, yeah, we don't have any better armor for you either. Okay. Rex. Honestly, you've got Spectre gear as well. Can give you that instead, though. Probably you'll just mostly be using the assault rifle anyways. There. And... okay. That's... Have I been forgetting to equip him with a better amp the entire time? I think so. Okay. Nothing better than that. Give you that.
I do wonder...
that.
Do they have an actual hump? Or... what is going on with the Krogans?
We can check the... we can check their codex entry. Actually, we probably should have done that quite a bit ago. More damage per second, but less seconds of firing, so no. Sniper rifle. Okay. It must be a decimal improvement here, because that's 3 seconds there and 3 seconds there. Okay. Let's give you something with more cooldown. That's probably the best thing. And not an improvement there. Okay. Caden. No better pistol. Slightly better the Omni tool there. But no better amp for you. And no better armor. And last but not least, Ashley. Oh, that is a big improvement. No real improvements there. But that is a big improvement on all of that. Okay. And yeah, everything else gets sold.
Looking for supplies?
Yep.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Okay. I'm guessing the only way we can get better Spectre gear is to get it at the Citadel. Okay, and here I go with the mask.
I forgot about something.
Oh?
We really should get around to bring down the sky, unless we already did it and I missed it.
No, we didn't yet, but we can do it as the last thing before Vermeer.
Yeah, probably a good idea. So, oh, you're selling. I thought you were just buying the dude's entire stock.
Nope. It,
I
Actually,
think
can
we're
I
about to
just-
reach the...
nope.
I was gonna say, I think we're gonna reach the fucking money cap.
Maybe. Yep, we just
We
hit it
reached
there.
it. And now everything else gets turned into fucking Omnigel because we're gonna need that.
Okay, we were low on that anyways. Does it actually count it down? Let's see, do we actually have more Omnigel from that? So we've got 70 now.
Looking for supplies?
Not right now.
No
Yep.
problem. Keep checking back. Looking
There.
for
No, but
supplies?
you like, but it's
Let's see what
probably
you
a
got.
better idea for you to like convert and probably buy some of the.
Okay, that's... Okay. I'm surprised there wasn't a pop-up for that. For like hitting the money cap. Okay.
What the heck? Wait, okay, I got
So-
listening to us playing on easy, but still.
So wait, did Tally or Garrus have nothing to say?
I think we have basically had all of our talks with them. There is one thing more with Tali. Though for that we need to deal with the Geth here first. Okay. Let's go deal with those then. And yeah, we'll see afterwards. Okay. Yeah, Okay, so this is the one that's going to crash into it. And it's nearing the end. Okay, so that was VOTS that was closing that we could see. So yeah, I'm surprised it'll still be a few thousand years before that destroys before those destroy each other. Because they look to be rather close already.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay, and this one is new, Grissom. Okay. So what are we
Grissom.
going to find in the Grissom system? A bunch of crime
Grissom
scenes?
Academy.
One at a time.
Okay.
What did you say, Derby? No.
I'm Rom.
I want to see. I wanted to see
Nope.
Hill.
I was making a CSI reference. Polonium?
Okay, and Rami.
I was referencing a place in the Mass Effect universe called Grissom Academy.
I think that's supposed to be near Earth, or at least in the Sol system.
No, it isn't, believe it or not.
Huh. Let's see. Notenban is a hydrogen and helium gas giant with traces of ammonia. Molecular nitrogen is present in the highest levels of the atmosphere, giving the planet its odd violet tint. The upper levels of Notenban's atmosphere is inhabited by shoals of tiny ammonia-based life forms, no larger or more complex than the plankton of Earth's oceans. Held aloft by air pressure and wind, these bioluminescent creatures constantly flee from the approach of the Terminator. Should they be exposed to the light and heat of Grissom, they die. Okay.
So that's the
gas
NBC on the
giants,
planet.
plankton.
So they are the one lighting up the planet.
Yep.
No, we've been here already.
Yeah, there was the other one that had lights.
to the right.
That other gas giant that had lights appear on it, or it wasn't a gas giant. It was a terrestrial world, I think.
Yeah, no,
Nothing there.
that light could have been pirates. This is life forms.
Yeah. Zahurex's nitrogen and argon atmosphere is being blasted away by the solar wind of the blue giant Grissom. Its surface consists of seas of loose silica dust, some kilometers deep, which periodically swirl into global sandstorms. Many unmanned probes to Zahurux have been lost over the years, The investigation has attributed all to mechanical failure or computational error. A popular extranet meme insists the entire planet is composed of dormant nanotechnology, created millennia ago by a race even more advanced than the Protheans. According to the story, Zyrex's silica dust is actually disassembler robots which periodically awaken to defend themselves. Though discounted by every reputable scientist, this theory has been popularized by a series of sensationalist texts by Asari author Delse Orthisa. Okay. And it goes around rather slowly for being close enough to get its atmosphere blasted off. A day consists of about 52 hours, only 0.3 atmosphere. Okay, that might be the highest temperature we've seen so far.
Bloody heck. And maybe that's why it's being so dry. It's too slow.
Could be, yeah. And only about 0.6 gravity. And we found some beryllium. Okay. Benda? Is that Bender's girlfriend?
I thought that was when they made him, like, pretend to be a woman or something for the WWE that one time.
I'm not surprised at all that one episode, at least one episode involved that. Let's see. Benda has a dense atmosphere of sulfur dioxide and chlorine. Though technically classified as a terrestrial world, the surface of the planet has never cooled enough for a crust to form. It is a global sea of molten rock. Like Zyrexus, its atmosphere is being blasted away by the solar wind. Once its thick atmosphere is gone, Benda's surface will be a mere 400 degrees Celsius. Oh right, yeah. Nothing's going to top this. Like, I'm surprised it even has an atmosphere at all, then. Okay, 26.35 atmosphere, a day length of 41 hours. And somehow it's even slower going around, even though it's closer. Scans of Benda uncovered an ancient Solarian vessel. A small team was dispatched to search for valuables. The only item of value recovered was a League of One medallion, which should be the last one for that quest.
Hopefully.
Nice.
Okay.
You probably know.
There's something in the asteroid.
Yeah, I already checked it out. Okay. Solcrum is the largest moon of the gas giant Notenban. It has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The crust is composed of various metals and with deposits of sodium. As with every body in the solar system, the surface is scorching hot and thoroughly irradiated by the blue giant Grissom. Surface excursions without proper protective gear are certain to prove fatal. On approach to Notenban, Normandy's passive sensor array intercepted a fragmentary coded transmission from the surface of Solcrum. Attempts to decrypt the message were fruitless. It does not appear to be in any software coding language used by the Citadel races. Okay, and it's tide-locked from the looks of it. Okay. And yeah, let's land at 350 degrees Celsius on the surface. Okay, yeah, we are not touching a damn thing without, well, 2 suits on.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Okay.
You know what? I have an idea. Ron, do you have any eggs?
No, why would I have eggs right now?
Want to see if we could fry some eggs on this planet.
I'm pretty sure they'd vaporize instantly.
Yeah.
Like you pull an egg out and it immediately explodes from the inside and get an instant transmission into gas. I believe there is a specific there is a specific term for that happening, where something just skips the fluid stage and to skip straight from solid. Actually, no, the insides of an egg are liquid and not solid. But the point still stands. You pull out an egg, you do not have an egg anymore.
Yeah. What about bacon?
Probably the same.
Okay, that was the closest to flipping this thing we've come so far. Okay. Dived right into that one. Nope, more matriarch's writings. There are several artifacts stored here, all worthless except for one of Matriarch Delenaga's writings. Whether it was uncovered at this dig site or elsewhere is unclear. Okay, just how much has this matriarch written, and why do I get the feeling that at least half of it are just fanfics?
Well, Lasari lived for 1,000 years, so she probably had enough time to clear the browser history and chuck it through the known universe. Nobody will find my Omegaverse fic. Hugh Shepard some 2,000 years later going, what the fuck is this?
Oh, good gods.
Okay.
But it could also probably, be their version of Kama Sutra or something.
Sorry, Kama Sutra. That's what we're doing, collecting.
Yeah, and I just remember, that was a meme long time ago that, what is this right there? What is it popular? Is some kind of Kama Sutra? People used to joke about in the past?
I think at least one game made it an actual thing. Also, the fuck is this? That's a fighter?
And... Wait, that's...
Oh wait, is this Geth?
Yeah, that looks...
It makes sense. Let's see. Cryo explosive and kinetic rail.
Captain, do you know what we need? Really, really big shoe.
I think it is looking somewhat familiar in one way, but I'm not sure on that. Okay. I think that might be a Legendary Edition change. Okay, that was background chatter, I think. Okay. Yeah, let's go deal with these Geths. Alright. There they are. Okay, just going to... Oh, there we go. Okay, by going diagonal, you are lengthening the amount of distance that needs to be traveled, but it also lets you keep your grip quite a bit more. Oh, 2 colossi. Okay. Nope. Nope. Got missed.
I'm
Actually,
pointing.
there.
You want point for style? What the?
These things just flop over like freaking camels that got their legs knocked off. They need fixing with that?
I need the soundboard off for this.
I think I broke its legs with it just moving bow. Yeah, that is the term, bow-legged, like that after. Nope. Yep.
Oh. Damn it. I was hoping it would fly higher.
They really don't know how to walk after we knock them down, huh?
Right up its arse.
Okay.
I forgot I had a soundboard already used.
I did not expect to get put on that side. Okay. Oop. Yeah, this is looking a lot more gethy. Oop. And our scanner is actually strong enough to break through their jamming now. Okay, oop. Yep. Yep. I think I blew up my own cover there. What was that you? That was them, yeah. Making that noise. Yep. Okay, is that supposed to be some sort of Geth battle cry or something? Nope. Okay, back up on your feet. Oop. One more round. Okay, they might not be too happy that I stole one of their guns. Juggernaut. Yep. There we go. As the last Geth falls, you hear music from across the room. On the monitor, a Quarian stands before a hushed crowd, so warbling a mournful a cappella of words and innocent lost. The recorded song is dispatched to the Geth worlds behind the Perseus Veil. The transmitter shuts down. Okay. Toss that one into the wall.
Okay, believe it or not, I think if I remember correctly, that's something you can get for Tally for her to finish her pilgrimage.
Yep.
You lead. I'll follow.
Alright
That
then.
reminds me, my dad's coming over. So
Okay.
I might have to leave for a bit.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, we're not leaving the building as far as I'm fucking aware, and as far as I'm hoping, but, you know, leave and hopefully finish lunch.
Okay. Yep. If it happens, then well, it happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing else here?
Well, there's a crashed capsule, and
I already looked at that.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. That's what we were joking about the Asari Kama Sutra.
Yes. Would that be called the Asari Sutra?
Maybe.
Oh, so we are at the outer range of this star system's at the outer range of this star system, and still the star looks that fucking big, huh?
Yep.
Bloody heck.
Oh, yep. Okay, I was actually just fucking around, but there's actually a mineral around here. Okay. There's
So do
probably
you
a
find
few
the
on each planet that I missed or so, but oh well.
Did you find that music Ron was talking about?
Which music? What?
The one Ron just mentioned you can
Oh,
let
yeah.
Tally have?
What did I miss? Like, I was distracted for a second.
We picked that up, or I presume we picked it up automatically. There was nothing to interact with over there. Okay.
You mean the
Acapella.
little pop-up that showed up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shows up when you're there, and it basically, I think if you talk to Tally, she'll ask about bringing it, or she'll mention this will make for a great pilgrimage shop or wherever the fuck it is.
Okay, which is why we're heading straight for her. And yeah, we can chat with the rest of the crew, see if they have anything new to say. Okay.
Hey, Shepard. Do you need something?
Try pilgrimage.
All I know is the story of their origins.
I want to talk about
Like
something
what?
now.
When my people... We set out... This is presented as a gift to the captain of the
I want
respect...
to talk about something.
Like what?
Maybe you're supposed to talk to her about it on the planet.
Don't think so.
Wait, can you talk?
Huh. That's odd. I do remember that there is supposed to be a new dialogue with option, or that she'll ask about something.
Did you meet? Can you talk to them when you're on the planet?
Yeah, but they'll typically just say,
Shepard,
following after you and such. Nothing new
Rex.
here. Okay, Ashley.
Commander,
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I should get back to my duty, Skipper. Rifles,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, you may want to double check this.
I know that... Maybe we need to leave the system before it'll become an option or
See
something.
you later.
That it's too early, that she's still going over it or something, you could say. I think I'm going to go with it being that. Okay.
We'll just look it up so you don't accidentally break it.
Okay, for now we just have to survive the slow elevator. Okay. I'm pretty sure they could have sped that up, but they just kept it slow just to make fun of the players a bit. Okay, up there we go.
Patching it through.
Yeah, this is what we needed to trigger, I think.
Received your report. Looks like this Geth incursion was bigger than we thought. They were probably preparing for a major offensive in the system. We're increasing patrols in the Armstrong cluster to make sure they can't establish another foothold in the region. Nice job, Shepard. You saved a lot of human lives on this mission. Hack it out.
Okay, for some reason they were salvaging Quarian music. Okay.
Right.
That
you,
is
you
that
may
done?
need to talk to them now.
Yeah, but
You may not need. Don't
there-
move.
it's not.
Go talk to her
It's
first.
not something you can lock yourself out. It's unlocked from here on out. So there's absolutely nothing else that could pop up to block that dialogue. But let's go do this all the same then.
Just in case, I say. We've both been wrong
Okay.
before.
Alright, it's this stupid thing again. Like, I'm pretty sure in a good amount of fanfics, it's typically jokes that people prefer to just climb the fucking emergency ladders instead of using this thing.
Hey, Shepard. You need something?
Okay,
I should go.
yeah, we do need to go do something else then it seems. Okay. Let's see, I'll look it up all the same just to be sure.
Yeah, for something feels off.
There. Okay. Fuck off with your ad bullshit. Let's see. It does look like we need to leave the system first. Okay, to the Voider cluster then, to Yangtze, to track down Cerberus. Okay. Oh, apparently there's a back room in that place. Okay. That I didn't know of. Okay, I thought we were going to pick it up automatically, but no. Okay, then.
So I was right.
Yes, you were. Okay,
Yeah,
back down here.
Again, I'm not bragging people for I've
Why
been,
is Spling buzzing?
I've been correct in many of the times I wanted to be wrong. But at these moments, yeah, it's good that we have someone that can convince you to double check.
I need to step away for a second, getting called.
All right.
Okay, they hung up before I got to answer. No, it was not just some random number. if it is really important, I've sent a message over WhatsApp, or they'll just call again. Let's bring Garrus this time. Okay, since we did clear the place out now. Okay, I get the feeling that at least one person who actually knew the game better or remembered it better was screaming at the screen there about the going to the back room. Okay. Let's just beeline there.
That just felt way too easy.
Okay.
Mostly, honestly, just felt like something was wrong because I had a gut feeling about it. And apparently, that gut feeling was correct once again. I just don't think it's due to how many games we played on stream and how many games I played. And they're not many I've finished, but still, I've seen other play games as well and noticed a certain pattern at times, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. It probably wasn't helped by the fact that typically, yeah, that one we can open. Okay.
Yeah, but we killed the last one up there.
Yeah, so I didn't see this.
Have you been down here? We probably would have noticed it right away.
Reduce that one to gel. Okay. And just use that. Take all. Okay, and just do that. You discover a number of encrypted Geth data files. In the proper hands, they could reveal much about the evolution of the Geth since the banishment of the Quarians. Download that.
You lead, I'll follow.
And yeah. More important chatter with teammates can happen in the later games, I think, but it's not going to happen here. Again, this is the first of the series, so on some parts... You just got locked out, didn't you, huh? On some parts it is weaker or more awkward.
Yeah.
Okay, Normandy.
And I will say this again, folks. This is one of the main reasons I am a co-commentator. Like, I co-commentate, but also the extra head.
Okay. Also, something I learned, either it was earlier today or yesterday, but you know Platinum Games and such, the makers of the Bayonetta and similar, Revengeance as well?
Only know them because of you.
Okay, one of the games... One of their games is Mad World, and apparently it's actually the very first game they made. I thought they'd already made some stuff beforehand. But apparently not, no.
Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet?
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
If I give you this data, your pilgrimage is over. You'll go back to your own people.
Not right away. I'll stay with you as long as it takes to stop Saren. But my people need this.
You think you can use this information to destroy your enemy?
Not right away. We will need to study it. It could take years, but it will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
Go ahead, make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt, one I can never repay. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with you until Saren and his Geth armies are defeated.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
Okay. And that is the loyalty missions for all three of the aliens. And yeah, there aren't really any for Ashley or Caden. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's time to hunt down Cerberus. cut off its heads one by one. And yeah, then we have Bring Down the Sky to, well, bring to a close.
I wonder what happens when you decapitate a Cerberus.
Now you probably piss it off royally.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
We're all in for the duration. You can count on everyone to do their duty.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander.
Okay, so nothing here either. No pickups that we missed, because that's what that locker is for, I believe. Or maybe it's a more one-time thing, I don't actually know. Like, as much as I like to know a good amount about games and such, I'd rather not know the... Well, I'd rather not know things to a speedrun level or such, because at that point you're just breaking the game apart. And yeah, I wouldn't find that as interesting or enjoyable. Like, I wouldn't mind trying to get through a game fast, but not to the point where you'd have to figure out glitches to, well, skip entire parts of the games. Like, of course, some people do very much enjoy that and all, but I personally would not want to just spend hours on trying to do one specific series of events to skip like 5 seconds of stuff. Let's see.
Yeah, no.
Platajiri has a thin atmosphere composed of neon and chlorine. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of silica with deposits of copper. During the long, cold nights, the chlorine in the atmosphere falls to the ground in the form of frost. Okay. It goes around in about, 1, 2, 3 years. If it had been a little bit shorter, it would have been 123.4 years. It has a day of about 78 hours.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I was getting lunch.
It has a pressure and an atmosphere of about 0.4, extremely low temperature, and almost 1-to-1 gravity with Earth. And we find some more thorium. Okay.
Yeah. Here's some random fact about thorium. If all goes well, it may replace uranium.
Okay.
It's safer. There has been plans to use it in the past, but we didn't have the technology to use it proper. But now we do. And here's another benefit about thorium. You don't need to put the entire place near a lake. Like, it's near water, but you don't need that massive amount of water.
Okay, so basically, it doesn't heat up as much as uranium control rods in our generator or something like that?
Something like that. So you don't need so you can put them further away from major points. So if it does have a meltdown, you can have it in a more safe location, and it would be less severe to begin with.
Yeah, the thing with nuclear reactors is if they do go bad, it's very much noticeable and such. But ironically, nuclear power is sort of like the if you were to draw a comparison, where air travel is technically is generally speaking the most safe way of travel. It's just that whenever a plane goes down, there's a lot of deaths, a lot of destruction, and, well, pretty much the entire planet will notice for the news. But it is still, by numbers, safer than driving your freaking car across the road.
Indeed. And thorium is still a potentially improvement of uranium in that manner.
Okay.
But I think that there have been some in works, but again, it was long ago I heard about this. So no if there are any actual thorium nuclear station yet. But it does have the potential of replacing uranium again for it being safe and all. And the waste the uranium does. Thorium does, it does have a waste, but it doesn't have as much. So if it able to use them properly, less waste product.
Yeah. Plus, we have an entire moon that we could dump all sorts of radioactive material on.
Nope. We've seen too many cheesy old movies to know what will happen.
Nope, protein data disk. You detected a weak signal coming from the far side of the planet Arumter. Joker brought the Normandy around, and your salvage team picked up a small escape pod trapped in orbit. There was a long-dead Turian inside, along with a few personal items and a protein data disk. Okay. And I forgot to read this first. Arumter, so this is where the Grum has gone. Is a small rocky terrestrial planet with a trace atmosphere of nitrogen and krypton. Its frigid surface is mainly composed of light metals with deposit areas of frozen ammonia. Okay, it goes around pretty quick. Has a day of about 40 hours, no atmosphere, very low temperature, and only about 0.4 gravity. Okay. Then we have Dragir.
No.
You mean Dragir?
What do you call me?
The planet.
Dragir is a small bear. Go ahead.
Do you say I'm big as a planet, Rom? How dare you?
Anyway, Dragir's distant relative is a small barren rock world with a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The surface is frigid and mainly composed of silicates with deposits of magnesium, aluminum, and other light metals. Dragir has a weak magnetic field, making it unsuitable for drive discharge operations. Okay. It goes around in about 24 hours.
Not you too, Aurora!
Hello, Aurora. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. 1 day is 10 hours longer than Earth's standards, and very low gravity as well. Let's see. But we still find some beryllium here.
Hello, Aurora. I should have started with that first.
Renchato. Renchato is a close-orbiting hot Jupiter with traces of sulfur in its hydrogen-helium atmosphere. The disruptive gravity well of the gas giant prevented any planets from forming nearby. Okay. So, yeah, a gas giant that has formed really close to the star, relatively speaking, of course.
And it orbits it rather fast.
Yeah. Aurora, I'm doing fine, but Dragir has a weak magnetic field. It's the helmet. It's being covered up at the moment, so there's no magnets.
Oh, what?
Fucking magnets, how do they work?
I knew someone was going to do it. Bintu has an atmosphere of carbon dioxide with a permanent haze of thick toxic chlorine and clouds of sulfur dioxide that periodically drop torrents of acidic rain on the surface. Lovely place. Its crust is mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of calcium. Even more lovely. Like most worlds in the Voyager cluster, Bintu has only been charted within the last 20 years by Alliance surveyors. It has no known native ecology. Data about the world is surprisingly brief and generic, painting a picture of an unpleasant and uninteresting place. So the perfect place to hide a Black Ops site, huh?
Also, you know, Detroit.
Okay, 5-year orbital periods, 53 hours in a day, 0.9 atmosphere, high temperature, and pretty good gravity.
Yeah, also, the name sounds familiar. It makes me think of one of those Japanese boxes with... Oh wait, it's called Bento.
Bento, yeah. Aurora Detroit Prime.
Oh god.
Let's actually bring these along for once. Should be enough encryption between the two of them. Actually, Caden is the only one with decryption and electronic stuff. Then again, we've got maxed out credits, We have no need for loot anymore. If we want it, we get it.
There's something... This shouldn't be here.
That
What should be here?
Grass.
Is that grass?
A
Yeah,
form of foliage,
something
I
like
guess. Let's... We know that quite a bit of stuff can survive in extreme environments, palladium. So I wouldn't be surprised if... No. Okay, I'm pretty sure it said there wasn't any, like, animal life or such. The plant life could, I guess, adapt to such an environment, or not adapt, develop in such an environment. Oop.
Also, I think I'm gonna check the chat, Captain.
Go.
It's Detroit grass. It can survive anything.
Okay, we should keep an eye out for RoboCop then. Alright, what do we have in here as our helmet once again just phases out of reality?
Thank you, thank you for the mental image of the GIF discovering RoboCop.
Great. Rachni. Yeah. Okay, oh, hello there in the background. And they overheated my stuff. But it's stuck behind, and there's okay. Would have been funny if they were unable to get out of that. Okay, I will literally melt the barrel of my gun, blowing you idiots to hell. There we go. Lift you up and smack you down. You've eliminated.
Yep.
You've eliminated the threats at this facility. Continue to one of the other nearby labs.
For people, I think the captain did not do this. You made him levitate upside down, and he spread his legs. Dude, yeah, you shot him in the groin with a high-powered shotgun round. With incendiary ammo?
Lockdown active. Achilles protocol engaged. Okay, so there is... Oh, hello there. Shipping manifest to Gromar Orbital Station. MSV sticks. Of course, they're going to stick with the fucking Hades theme then. 7 containers of Medigel. Source, Port Hanshan, Novaria. Destination, Sainu Spaceport, Skeliston. 3 flat pack, animal pans with shield generator. 24 crates of freeze-dried animal feeds, omnivorous. 51 crates of Alliance standard rations. Source, Discovery, Spaceport Horizon. Destination, Sainu Spaceport. 1 container of medical samples, registered at Biohazard. 1 cryogenic freezer containing 12 Varen. Source, Exogeny Corporation, Experimental Medical Division. Destination, Orbital Station, Fel Prime. Addendum, transporting the subjects proved less taxing than clearing Gromar customs. Officer Petronius was suspicious, but Officer Lagarde proved more pliable. Recommend actions to... probably to silence them or something. Okay.
That looks like an oversight from the developers.
That might have been cut. That might have been cut content ended by one of the mods. Yep. We keep locking our people out. Ugh. Okay. Well, that's 1 place down. More to go. And, well, seeing as the theme, there's probably 3. Yeah, research facility, research facility. Okay. 1 head dead, 2 to go. No, that's definitely an acid rainstorm coming in. So, I'd rather not check how resistant to corrosives the Mako is.
Did anyone bring umbrellas?
Speaking of, I think I've... Oh, go ahead.
No, I forgot mine back in the Normandy.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before, but between getting an acid or a base solution on your skin, you'd probably want the acid, because even though a base solution, as in the opposite of acidic, not not a standard solution, yeah. With acidic solutions, you at least know it's there and all that. With a base solution, you might not even notice, as it is, well, slowly just breaking your cells apart on the inside. There we go. Oh, hello. Goodbye. You might be invulnerable, but I can still fuck you around. Oh, hello, Biotic.
I gotta be more careful.
Yep. Okay, we were knocked on our ass there. You think you're funny doing that? Yeah, just... become one with the wall. Oh, hello.
Oh, there goes there.
Okay, and... Are these Thorian creep? Yeah, these are Thorian creepers. Okay. Here we...
Fucking how did they... That one slid.
There we go. There was no sign of Kahoku among the creeper corpses. He must be at one of the other labs in the area.
I wonder what monstrosity Cerberus has been cooking up at the next base.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
what's
cleared
with
it-
you and groin shots?
Okay, center mass is the easiest to aim for. It just so happens that the groin is in that region. Okay, it is clear that these bases have lower areas, but I'm guessing that lockdown protocol is basically just welded the place shut.
Yeah. Also, look up to what the planets, or whatever that's in the sky. Does it look like it has a hole?
It definitely has a dark spot.
It kind of looks like an eyeball or something.
It might be one of those basaltic rock seas we've heard a few times about.
Okay, so
As
so
in
it's not the
figurative
Eye of
seas.
Morgoth.
No.
For people wondering, Morgoth was the big bad one before Sauron in Lord of the Rings.
If I remember correctly, Sauron is basically a fragment of that one. Or what, an apprentice?
No, he's a different being, but he ended up joining him.
Okay.
Basically, he was a... How to
Uranium.
compare them? You could compare him to Lucifer.
Okay.
Like he was a one of the, I think it was Valar, but he ended up joining Morgoth due to pride and all that. I think I forgot the most things there, but yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot
Nobody-
more to the Lord of the Rings settings than the movie show.
Yeah. And I don't know if this has been I don't think that's been a Eye of Morgoth. That was more of a joke.
Oh, that just barely missed. Oh, it's already destroyed. Okay, I think one of the reasons people, or at least fans, or hardcore fans of Tolkien dislike the movies, is that it doesn't go enough into everything and such. But on the other hand, if they did, it'd probably be more like a 10 movie series instead of just 3.
What did I miss?
Talk of Tolkien. There are a few children's toys and some ragged clothes stuffed inside the top of this monument, along with a Protean data disk. Okay. Like, did some excavation team bring their kid along or something? So who would want to do excavations on the acid planets? Actually, the hippies probably would, but it's not that kind of acids.
What the heck?
I'm reminded of the one Star Trek episode of the original series where it was like a bunch of hippies screamed Herbert and hijacked the shuttle to go to this so-called paradise planet where it turns out the fucking grass was killing them.
Well, if they had to choose one way to go out, that probably would have been it then. Okay, but just not that kind of quote-unquote grass. Great, even more bugs. Okay, you jackasses. Get punted across the room. Really? You were using a sniper rifle? There, just get molten. Ah, damn it.
Go, go, go!
Medic!
There we... Oop. Actually, just for you, there. That actually didn't do that much. What was it again? I should get another one between the legs. Okay. Bugs.
So many geldings.
And... yeah.
There he is.
Perimeter secured.
Yes, ma'am.
There we go.
Oh god, it's Admiral Kahoku.
You check for a pulse but find none. Admiral Kahoku is dead. Despite the ferocity of the creatures he was sealed in with, there are no signs of trauma on his corpse. The needle marks on his arm suggest a different means of execution.
Cerberus must have tracked him down.
One last stop to make, Commander. We owe Kahoku that much.
Yeah. Okay. We've dealt with the heads, or at least the heads that we know of. Time to go after the body. Okay. Actually, do we... yeah, we have some skill points to get. Let's see. Auto level, Master First Aid, Advanced Lifts, Master Sabotage. Okay. Yep. Once we get the next level with him, we'll max that out. That should give us 2 people we can bring along for tech stuff. Nothing there. And of course, she maxes out assaults. Yeah, the shotguns and such are first.
Dear. Also, go grab something. Rom, you know what to do.
Take all.
Aye, aye. Hey, Captain, here's a grenade. The pin's missing, so try not to... so hold on to it real hard.
Rom?
Yep.
I'm still in my chair. Oh, bloody.
Let's see. Hades' dogs. Cerberus has been conducting illegal genetic research. You found Kahoku dead in one of their bases, and now you are the only one who can stop them. Okay, but where do we go to stop them then? Because we don't really have any leads, I think. So I do get the feeling we're going to get pointed to the other star system in this Cluster, yeah, that's the word. Ugh. For some reason I just absolutely blank on words that should be obvious at times. So I haven't done a quick save in a while, and well, this is probably not. Yeah, it's not big enough for a thresher.
And that happens to everyone, Captain.
Apparently, Durban might be a bit later. His brother's computer is. Well, it still works. He's just not moving out of the computer.
Of course. All right. Also, do gotta love that in 2 universes, the way to hack stuff just basically boils down to Frogger, huh?
Yeah.
I cornered myself there. There we go. Gel that. Take the rest. Okay. Yeah, we have all 3. We dealt with all 3 facilities here, so... Okay, no contacts. Okay, so I'm guessing... Yeah, we have been to the Amazon system. There we go, okay. I knew that there was one mission where one of these gets revealed just so far down that you don't actually see it, but here it is. Columbia.
Yep.
Okay. If it hadn't been for that marker there, I probably would have missed it if we'd gone outside, if we'd left the system or zoomed out. Gromar. All right, yeah, we found the manifest. Okay, that's how we traced it down to here. Gromar is a rocky terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The frozen surface is mainly composed of copper with deposits of calcium. Prior to the Alliance's expansion into the Voyager cluster, Gromar hosted 1/2 of a Turian interferometric telescope array. Connected with a similar telescope in the Attican Beta cluster by an extensive chain of FTL conbuys, the two functioned as a single virtual lens with an effective aperture equal to the thousands of light years between them. The Turians used this to chart determinist systems with great accuracy. Okay, I have absolutely no clue how that would work.
And
actual thing they're trying to do nowadays.
And see if they can nail that one dude from a few systems away.
Okay, this time it was you talking over another gear. Or talking with another.
I was talking, the Romans started talking as well. But yeah, it's a real thing, Captain. They all have been trying. I think they're all actually doing this in real life now, on a smaller scale.
Okay. So basically trying to triangulate stuff or something?
Yeah, something like that. I
So
forgot
that
a lot of details. I forgot a lot of details when it was a while ago.
Let's see. Orbital period of about 116 years. A day of 30. Very low atmosphere, very low temperature, and low gravity as well. We're still going to survey it. Scans of the planet revealed a derelict space station in late stages of orbital decay. A small team was able to recover some items of interest, among them a League of One medallion. Another one, okay. Let's see, anything of interest in this belt? Nope. Okay. Antaheter. Antaheter is an unusually large ice world with a core of silicate rock and light metals and a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The crust is mainly composed of water ice. Antaheter's ice sheets show obvious signs of large-scale fracture and refreezing, centered on a massive crater near the South Pole. A recent extranet meme suggests that a Protean ship crashed through the crust of the planet before the collapse of their empire, and might still be recovered from the planetary core. This is purportedly the source of the planet's unusually high mass. Careful mapping of Antaheter's gravity field by orbiting satellites has proved that the planetary core is entirely normal. Okay.
Imagine how fucking weird it would be to just... You live at this planet for some fucking reason. You dig, like, a giant hole for some reason, and you find the remains of a spaceship, like, behind your backyard.
Basically the starting plot of, like, half of the modern day sci-fi stuff genre.
Probably, yeah.
Let's see, there's an orbital period of about 5 years. A day is 56 hours long, practically no atmosphere, and extremely low temperature. And we find some samarium. Okay. Does that count as a heavy metal, or whichever the ones we needed again? Clogia?
Put into a CD player. Like a radio or something.
Let's see. Clogia is a hothouse terrestrial world with a dense atmosphere of nitrogen and sulfur dioxide. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of iron with deposits of gold. The core of Clogia is very hot and tectonically active. Volcanic eruptions are common and outgassing continues to add to the density of the atmosphere. The largest active volcano has a caldera nearly 100 kilometers in diameter. That's just the spewing part, not just the entire, width of the thing itself. Okay. And its basalt floods have covered an area roughly the size of the Earth continent of Australia. Yes, the one way in which Australia could be even more dangerous.
Bloody heck, and...
Oh, it goes around real fast.
This is probably the only planet we've seen that they said it composed mainly of iron and deposits of gold. There must be a lot of gold. Actually, when you look at it, it looks rather...
I don't think that's all gold. That's probably more just all the toxic gases being spewed out. Let's see, 0.3 year round trip. A day is almost double the length of an Earth day. 18 atmosphere, 312 average temperature, but only a gravity of 1.1. Huh. Okay, anything of interest in this belt? Not at all. Nepheron. Nepheron is a barren volcanic terrestrial world with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of sodium with deposits of magnesium. Aside from displays of geological beauty, including many spectacular volcanoes, this barren world is of little interest. Entries relating to Nepheron in the astronomical database are sparse. Okay, which again makes it a perfect spot for Black Ops stuff. Though, Cerberus was able to kidnap a fucking admiral without anyone seemingly noticing, so I wouldn't be surprised if they have ways of doctoring the records to make the places where their bases are look a lot less interesting. And I'll check the data of the planet once we come back up. Accept squads. I guess we are sort of Cerberus hunting down another Cerberus, and 3 humans hunting a human-headed organization. As in, headed by humans, not that the organization has human heads, though it's a supremacist group of sorts. A
human supremacist group, so yeah, they are humans. And also, thank you for making me imagine Cerberus, but with 3 human heads instead.
I think that game Dante's Inferno does that, though how quote-unquote human those heads could be called is heavily up for debate.
Oh, I remember. I know which one you mean. I had almost forgotten that.
Okay. I think I remember that the game is actually pretty good for a God of War like. It's just that whoever did the PR for that hopefully does not work in PR anymore. Or the marketing.
Yeah, They were a little bit too hard with it.
Yeah.
Still good game though, I have it.
Okay. I think I've only seen someone play through it.
Yeah, I wasn't the one playing, a friend was. I did try to play it a little bit, but I kind of gave up.
Now then...
And I think it would be a game that's difficult to stream.
Yeah, because it would require so much censoring. So unless there'd be a modern re-release of it with a censorship option, which I think would probably go against what the developers would have wanted with it. Yeah, unlikely that we'll stream it.
Here's the thing. Technically would not break YouTube rules. Problem is, again, as I said before, the AI they use doesn't understand context.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a gamble if it go after your video or not.
Let's see, an ID tag. The Cerberus soldier had an identification tag for Captain Varsith, one of the Solarian soldiers responsible for capturing the League of One. It's unclear how he came into possession of this relic. They look like they just went out the fucking plank on the planet and just died on the spot.
They walked the plank.
No, that's that dumb trend that people did a while back of just laying across or on top of dumb shit.
Oh. Oh, that one. Yeah, there's one falling off the cliff now. I'm clicking the soundboard.
Yep. Okay, that might have been a bit of an overreaction on that crate. Was it fucking loaded with springs or something? Then that would just falls apart. Now that I think about it, if I were to ever get one of those, what was it called again? Kit bashes or something else? Those unofficial Lego sets and such. I would probably want one for the Alliance shuttle as well. Okay.
All personnel, intruder alert. Prepare for security lockdown. Repeat, hostile forces have breached the perimeter. All units respond. Research personnel, lock all terminals and destroy all data below classification level Epsilon.
We have to hurry.
Okay, I'm not seeing a timer. Go, restore my shields. Yeah, the only thing you people are going to contain any further is a bunch of corpses. Okay, now I'm just bullying that. How did... Never mind how you got up there. Apparently Cerberus has been working on anti-gravity stuff. Actually, there already is anti-gravity stuff. It's called Mass Effect. Okay.
Containment unit scrambled.
Damn it. Okay, someone else got a shut off. Shepard, there we go. Okay, fuck you. You idiots, get back in here. How? Never mind. Oh, high explosives X. Okay, they're higher explosive rounds.
Are we sure that one's dead?
If they're not, they're probably wishing they are. Hello, and goodbye.
Initiate protocol.
No, you don't.
Control F4.
The terminal screen is filled with warnings. Achilles protocol engaged. The optical database is almost done flashing itself. Quickly you copy as many files as you can to your heart suit's internal computer. Its memory wiped, the system shuts down. The files are sure to be encrypted, but you've got time to crack them. Okay. As our camera is just smeared with the blood of the last idiot we shot.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Let's see. There's like... people want to read the chats.
Let's see. Aurora, what is going on? We raided an illegal Black Ops base. And then again... Technically, Black... It depends on if someone is willing to shield them from consequences, but... Black Ops sites are, I believe, by definition, always pretty much illegal. Let's see, meant all the weird behaviors. That's just physics jank and, well, fucking around with gravity.
Yeah, I think that's what I figured that's what Aurora wanted to know about the strange
Shenanigans.
Yes.
Oop, and finally we managed to get this thing on its back, and immediately it flips back. Okay. Let's go search some debris, and then we are done with Cerberus. Or we are already done with Cerberus. We'll be done with this planet as well. Okay. You know the funny thing about falsifying records about something to make it look so much more dangerous than it actually is, or making it look a lot more boring than it actually is? Typically, at least, typically someone is going to come looking all the same, just to make just if it's one of the places that you've hyped up as extremely dangerous in the reports, there's going to be at least one idiot at some point who's going to go, I'm going to try that shit. And yeah, for the boring ones, yeah, someone is going to double check those at some point. Also, nice looking fighter. Yep. There we go. A bit disappointing. So yeah, this is an Alliance fighter. Alright. Off of this rock.
Wait, there was something else on the planet.
We pretty sure we covered all the spots there already.
Transmission coming in, Commander. I think you're gonna want to hear this one.
Greetings, Commander Shepard. I represent a party interested in obtaining information on Cerberus activities.
Who are you, and who do you represent?
Who I am is inconsequential. Suffice to say, I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. You see, Admiral Kahoku contacted my employer looking for information on the location of any Cerberus facilities. We provided that information on the promise that he would turn over copies of all files gathered from the Cerberus systems to us.
Right, and we only have your words on that. Plus, well, we only have your word that you're actually working for the Shadow Broker. For all we know, you could just be working for Cerberus. So...
Did you have anything to do with Admiral Kahoku ending up dead?
We had no reason to harm him. He was going to provide us with information about Cerberus. Information that is now in your possession.
Also, I'm pretty sure this was not in the original game.
You must have some connection to Cerberus. How else could you tell Kahoku where to find them?
Information is our business, Commander. Through our contacts, we were able to determine that the Cerberus group was active in the Voyager cluster. Unfortunately, that was all we were able to find out. That is why we are so interested in acquiring copies of the files from you.
These are classified Alliance files. I'm not handing them over to you.
Be reasonable, Commander. Cerberus was operating outside Alliance jurisdiction. You don't owe them any loyalty. The Alliance is just going to file this information away in some archive. But no secret stays hidden forever. Eventually, someone somewhere will deliver it into our hands. Might as well be you. Transmit the files to us and you will be well compensated.
Actually, now that I think about it, this might actually be in the original game as well, so I was probably wrong there.
Yeah, this wasn't the Yeah, this conversation is in the original.
Okay, just...
What are you gonna do with this information?
Information is a commodity. It can be bought, sold, or traded. Why my employer desires this information is not my concern. I am only the buyer.
Yeah, you see the problem with this is your deal was with Kahoku, and Kahoku is dead, so your deal is
My
off.
loyalty is to the Alliance, not the Shadow Broker.
That is unfortunate, Commander. My employer will remember this the next time you need something from us.
Plus, what would we get in return? Let's see.
You had the option to ask what you will get in return.
Let's see. Yeah. Neferon has an orbital period of 0.8 years, a day of about 56 hours, 0.7 atmosphere, high but pretty survivable temperature, and pretty good, almost land again, pretty good gravity.
Yeah, land again for double check if you did miss something or not.
Okay.
It looks like you missed something.
Let's just pick those out of randomness more than anything. Okay, we started here. Got that.
Yes.
The crashed fighter, the underground facility, and the Cerberus commando. So yeah, we did find everything. Or there might be minerals. Not going to hunt those.
So the exclamation mark is supposed to look like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was supposed to turn into an X.
Now it's important for a quest, even if the quest has been finished. Okay. And that only leaves Vermeer and bring down the sky. So yeah, let's get over here.
Let's go ahead and deal with that whole thing about an asteroid that was supposed to hit about an hour ago, 2 to 3 months ago.
Yeah. This entire system has just been experiencing a dilated time effect where it just slows down. It has slowed down compared to everything else. Asteroid X57. X57 is a metallic asteroid originally located at the trailing Lagrange point of the gas giant Bohr. With the increased development on Terra Nova, a new orbital port facility was necessary. Due to a shortage of funding, it was decided to mine out X57, using the recovered resources to finish out the interior for habitation. The asteroid was decelerated from Bohr's orbit. Its Borbit, you could say, using fusion torches, allowing it to fall into the orbit of Terra Nova. Recently, communications with the engineering team on X57 have been lost. The fusion torches have reignited, and the asteroid is accelerating towards Terra Nova. Okay, once we head down for this, there is of course no heading back because the orbital impacts. Okay. Let's deviate. Let's give Tally a rest. They've been with us for basically every excursion. Because I presume that these two would have some things to say.
I think every character has something to say.
Fusion torches propelling asteroid X57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 1 hour. Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Hello. I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? Haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
Okay. Yep, and we have an actual timer. So, let's check that out some other time. Let's focus on these things first.
First, let's prevent the end of the world. Again.
Okay, lots of red dots. Or diamonds. Oh. Suddenly turrets. Yep, and a level, thank you. Oop, missed. There we go. Nope. Nope. That one did hit though, and that one as well. They still managed to stylishly dodge one of them. Okay, for a sec, I was just about to say this one gets stuck or something, but no. Okay, smart to keep the shields up, or the shielding up, when a target isn't in range. And yeah, let's go shut this thing off. Okay, enter. Okay. No time for niceties.
Hey, look,
And
Batarian.
of course.
Batarians.
Check! Check!
Down, boy. Down into hell. It was stuck in the fucking wall. Oop. Down, boy.
Good boy.
There we go. Gotta love explosive shells because you can just shoot near them. Okay. Grenades are also was good. Nothing of importance with the torch here, though, so... Okay, you might want to pull up your pants and keep running, Shepard.
Captain.
There we go. Just override that.
Thruster Alpha.
I'm reading that the torch is offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
Who are you? What's going on?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova.
We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know, but if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If I find out anything, I've
gotta go. Good luck.
Gee, why ever would Batarians want millions of humans dead, huh?
I wonder.
And also, Shepard doesn't have pants. Just a full suit.
Yep.
Hey.
Oh God.
Just annoyed look.
Are you hurt?
Takes more than one shot to bring me down.
Sorry. I didn't even realize you were human until... well... guess I'm not much of a soldier.
I know you're scared, but I'm here to help. Commander Shepard with the Alliance.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family. They live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
You turned mining charges into fucking landmines.
You set them up. Can you disable them?
Not from here. No. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
Any idea where I can find them?
They were running checks on our perimeter equipment. Easiest thing would be to tap into the transmission tower out on the surface. The equipment stations will show up on your sensors.
Okay.
I'll look for them, but the torches have to be my priority.
Yeah, you're right. Saving Terra Nova is more important than my team. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive. She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
Okay, technically we don't really have much time for this, but...
Give me a worst-case scenario. We can't stop the asteroid. Could the colony be evacuated?
Shepard, it took 30 years for the population to grow that large. I'm sure they're moving people to remote areas, but they'd never be able to get more than a few thousand off-world. We just don't have enough ships. No one does. Well, maybe the Quarians, but I don't see them suddenly showing up and offering us a ride.
It'd be funny if we had Tali and she, like...
Death
she just
glares through
commented
the
on
visor. Tali up on the Normandy just randomly sneezing for no reason, and she immediately does a full health scan of herself.
Why were you moving this thing in the first place?
Well, the idea was to drag it into Terra Nova's orbit, mine it out, and in the end you'd have a basic structure for an orbital station. It's a lot cheaper than getting everything up into orbit from the planet's surface. The minerals we extract almost cover the costs.
What can you tell me about Kate?
Smart as a whip and bold as they come. I hope she keeps hidden. If they find her... Oh, Katie, don't do anything stupid.
She's going to do something
You better
stupid.
find a good place to hide. If the Batarians come back and find you...
Yeah, I think I'll make myself scarce. Good luck, Shepard.
I will say this. I'm glad Shepard had a shielding thing, since that was actually a good shot, otherwise.
Yeah. Okay. Right next to this damn thing. Okay. Is this supposed to... Okay, it's further away. Huh. Is it up on the top? Okay. The zone height or something?
Thank you. I did indeed sneeze. I just turned completely around to sneeze, so I don't sneeze into the damn mic.
Okay.
I think it would be louder if I hadn't done that.
Probably, yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. During streams, when I need to sneeze, I will always turn away from the microphone.
Sorry. There's a lot of feedback. See if I can fix it. In the meantime, just keep doing...
Is this the one with... Yes, this is the one with the blasting caps. Oop. Also, who the hell installed these turrets? Did the miners do that for piracy protection? Felt a lot of good that did then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
You probably... yeah.
Just in case. Okay. Oop.
Area secure.
Yeah, we're not getting in through here. Okay, so... Oop. So, yeah, the big ones aren't just where they are. There we go. Yep. Not that way. The most dangerous game of hot and cold, huh?
Yeah.
I missed. There we go. There you go. Okay, would have been funny if that one would have blown up there. Okay, disarm these things. Okay, and get in here. We lost about 12 minutes so far.
Perimeter breach! Send the drones in!
How about no? Yep. Too late. Oh, okay.
Oh. Something happened to that model.
Okay, disable this thing. There we go.
Are you there? You've got to hurry. You really pissed them off. Their leader's setting charges everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot,
fuck.
please! No!
Well,
someone had goo on their hands.
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again.
Sorry.
Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
Great.
Ready.
Okay, in the meantime, they just killed off whoever was left. No, looks like those... looks like the trio got killed. Or blown up, rather. Didn't really got time, but... Well... Thought I could just Omni-gel it, but... Okay. A quarter of time about gone.
Why do the Patarans hate humans so much?
Okay.
Because we are playing in their quote-unquote background or backyards.
Okay, so what happened is after humanity made first contact, when dealing with the council gave them this chunk of like the galaxy for them to have, but that chunk of galaxy was basically supposedly taken by the Batarians first. They didn't have anybody there, it's just that they claimed that land, that kind of land. And the Batarians got so pissed of it, they closed off their embassy and have been creating raids on humanity because they see themselves as better than, well, humans.
So the standard supremacist bullshit. We came here first, we deserve it, even though we're not actually using it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I recognize that, so they are just...
Yeah, plus, honestly, the Citadel was just sick of them.
Yeah. Also, fun fact about Batarians. They actually had a slightly different look before Bring Down the Sky.
Yep.
Oh.
I'll pass it to you on the chat. But because they didn't have like any Batarian character showing up in the original, and only showing up in like this specific DLC, they instead had a different profile picture.
Okay, I knew that, but I forgot what they originally looked like.
And after they pretty much made the what are you gonna say?
That kind of looks. Yeah, they kind of derpy, but also in a way snobbish, but not really like a supremacist. More like someone you may find as a lawyer or something.
Yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, after Bring Down the Sky came out and they had an actual model for the Batarians, they used that instead.
Okay. You accidentally shot the guy's dog. Get in here, you idiots.
You didn't just shoot his dog, you didn't just shoot the dog, you fucking liquefied it.
Yep. Thank you, Caden.
Guess Fido's going on one last flight.
Got that one with the explosive can. Okay. Honestly speaking, I'm guessing the timer is more to when it is, well, when a collision is completely and utterly unavoidable, no matter what else would happen. Because if it were to hit in that time, yeah, we'd already be burning up in atmosphere or something. Okay, turn this thing off.
We've got control of thruster gamma. That's all of them. Let's give this rock a kick in the ass.
Okay.
There's a joke about fucking Gundam I can make, but we haven't seen it. Oh, right, and also in French, Batarians are called Boutarians because the specific French word that would technically start the name Batarians, Batard,
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed.
it means bastard in French.
Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way, or we can end this peacefully.
Right, after you try to basically pull a fucking prehistoric impact on a planet.
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
Just gun him down. Right, you ever heard of Nuremberg? And how many people claimed just following orders there?
Actually, wait, stop. No, you can actually talk to him, continue to talk to him a bit, and then attack him. So keep going for a second.
This isn't just a slave grab anymore. Millions of people are going to die.
Don't you think I know that? I'm just following orders here. If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
Okay, then pick, I think, the upper one.
Well, it's not too late. You can still leave.
I don't think so. Bollock would skin me alive and sell my hide out of spite. Crazy bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay for it.
Okay, now the left. I think he gives you something.
So why do you
Or
listen to
tells-
him?
Good question. I had a bad feeling about this from the moment we landed. Now Bollock wants you dead. And what Bollock wants, Bollock gets. I can't change that.
Well,
and now I think we can just attack him.
Yeah, let's try and be the better woman in this case. So forget this ball ache.
Do you always want to be second in command? Get me out of here and I'll take care of Balak. Then you can start giving the orders.
Huh. An interesting proposal. It certainly has benefits over the current situation. Shut it down. This is Balak's problem now. I hope you're as quick with a gun as you are with your promises, for both our sakes.
Was that a female Batarian? Because I don't think I've ever seen one that slim.
I think that was a female Batarian.
Yeah, we saw one early in the cutscene.
Yeah, I just realized I don't think... maybe they showed up in Mass Effect 3 somewhere with one of the DLCs, but yeah, I'd never seen a female Batarian before, or recognized one as potentially female. It would have been hilarious if female and male Batarians just looked absolutely the fucking same.
Balak will get what's coming to him, and so will you if I ever catch you in human territory again. Are we clear?
Perfectly. Balak's holed up in the main facility. You'll need this to get in. Don't underestimate him. He's a mean bastard. Let's go. We're getting off this rock.
Also, is it just me, or do we just seem to get screwed up in the amount of layers of armor? Because this is considered medium armor on me, heavy on Ashley, light on Caden, and I'm pretty sure what they were wearing counts as medium armor for them.
Yeah. Apparently.
Okay. Oop. Some grenades. Not that I've been using these high explosive frisbees in a while. Okay. Let's just get out of here. We can search around where you have the missing engineers.
Let me realize something. Don't throw those around if there are dogs nearby.
No, the Varen count sort of as dogs, so catch Fido, boom.
Oh bloody! I knew one of you two would make that joke.
Okay, there's the main facility. Yeah. I'm guessing... yeah, we're close, yes, but not too close as to have an impact be a certainty. I'm guessing with this rock no longer accelerating, it's more going to skirt by the planets. Probably fuck with a sea somewhere on the way along. But not actually cause... well, not cause another extinction event. Because this thing is still going at the same speed that it was, potentially even accelerating a bit if it's already being affected by the gravity well.
Well,
there.
Hopefully they have enough time to, well, hollow it out.
Okay.
They were able to, almost went Swedish there. They were to hold it out, use other metals, and make it into an orbital station.
Yeah. I'm curious how that would work, because as they'd hollow it out, it would lose mass, of course, which would make it... Would that affect its ability to stay in orbit? Like, wouldn't it be more likely to be pulled in?
Well...
Unless they replace that weight, so I don't think they'd be able to match it fully with stuff they bring on. Unless they actually do turn part of this thing into a dump.
But if they do turn into a station, an orbital station, so I might be able to control it a bit more.
Yeah, probably install some more of these fusion torches and such to keep it, well, from crashing. That's...
Indeed.
This computer is filled with operation logs and personal journals for a small pirate music station operated by X-57's engineers. It includes scripts for several promotional messages, none of which appear to have been recorded. Radio X-57, rocking this rock since 2182. Radio X-57, when your world seems hollow, we'll help you touch the sky. Radio X-57 talk hard. Radio X-57, your last best hope for rock within 300,000 kilometers.
Radio X-57, we really are fucking desperate.
So desperate that instead of rock, they have fucking elevator music.
Yep.
Okay, I thought this was going to be... The head engineer mentioned something about some way to locate where they are through some sort of transmission tower or something. I thought that'd be this, but no. You... It's... no, it's not... Almost, but no cigar. Okay. A bit curious that that one anomaly over there isn't listed on the map. It only showed because we were close to it. Okay. There. Now that we don't have a time limit, or at least I guess we have a long time limit of how much oxygen is in the main facility, and Ball Ache's patience with his hostages.
What do you call him?
Ball Ache, because his name is Balak. It's just close enough.
Okay, so... Okay, I was wondering if you said it on purpose or if you mispronounced his name.
Omni tool. Okay, G. Mendel. This victim was badly beaten before being killed. Pistol shot to the back of the head at close range. It's likely he surrendered, only to be executed by his sadistic captors. Station logs. Survey Station 3 final entry, logged by engineer G. Mendel. The central transmission tower is on the fritz again. No one ever listens to my warnings about single points of failure, and surprised our service comms work half as well as they do. When Sludge shows up to relieve me, I'll go see if I can get the old girl back up and running. Well, he never got the chance to. Okay, so that's not where we can track down the other engineers. I don't really want to go all over this place to see where it may or where the others may or may not be. So let's keep an eye out for any structures. But beyond that, let's head to the main facility. Okay, for some reason a patch of skin on one of my fingers is feeling a bit rougher than the rest of it. Odd. Okay. For a second there, it looked like there was 3 triangles. The boosting effect on single points gets a bit weird.
It's probably the angle.
Yeah. Like with the big stars, it makes it look like there's 3 of them circling each other. That was the radio station. Yeah. Yep. Let's not get stuck on those things. And those have been disabled now. Anything of interest here? Doesn't look like it.
Hang on. I know where the, I got a map of the missing engineers.
Okay.
You want me to pass it
one
to
near
you?
the spawn point. I need to open Discord for that, or not open, but move the Alt tab to that. I'd rather keep moving here. If we can cross over there, probably. Yeah, we passed through
tell him
before.
where it's on the map? Like, can you guide the captain?
You good? Where are you? Like, pull up the map.
South of the main facility.
Okay, keep going into the black. Around, like a bit more to the entrance should be the corpse of one of them. But yeah, around that area.
Okay. I had a feeling that there'd be one of those there at least. Okay. I'm guessing the last one is probably at the main facility. Or close to it.
No.
I probably missed the tower that the engineer mentioned, which would probably have highlighted their locations.
Maybe. You need to fix the broken transmitter tower.
Yep. There they are.
And then you get told where the fucking corpses are.
Okay, we just didn't see where that tower was. So we just gotta search instead. Let's see, footprints. Okay, lead off to the east.
There's something there.
Let's see, Survey Station 2, final entry, logged by Chief Surveyor R. Montoya. Communications are down and there are non-corporate dropships landing in the main facility. There were flashes of light over the horizon. I can't be certain, but I guess it's heavy arms fire. As per emergency protocol, I'm arming the defense drones. I'm not waiting for my pickup, I'm going to investigate. Okay, smart on the drones, not on heading out. Oh, so that would have been awkward if it hadn't been like a raid or something. Let's see, footsteps heading east, so... Nope. I thought, Ashley and Kate, I thought you two got that one, but nope. Ah, there they are.
Yep, there.
Okay. It looks like he died from a single shot through his helmet, likely from a sniper. Whoever killed him didn't even bother to search his body. There's still equipment in his service pack. Okay. Let's take his Omni tool. Okay.
Okay, open the map. Okay, we found Montoya, we found Mendel, right?
Yeah. Service Station 1 is the only one remaining. It makes sense if it were somewhere around there to triangulate.
Down to the bit more, bit lower, bit lower, bit high. Okay, just it's around that area you were before.
Okay. It is going to be quite a trek back, though. So we'll probably be able to go over some of the higher tops through here. This is also heading towards the main facility, so if there's any defenses, we can take those out. That cue blips of heavy defenses on the mini-map. Okay. Let me guess, these are all going to... Yep, all at the same time.
I think this might have been where the tower was or something.
Really? Okay, that's new. Not sure how much that would really work, or if it would fuck with the aiming systems too much. So I guess that confirms that these were set up beforehand. Because I don't think the Batarians would have had time to bash this stuff together. Okay.
Where are we? Yeah.
We're on an asteroid.
No, I mean, where on the asteroid are we? Because I thought that was like...
Okay, we just go over the spine here. And yeah, see about finding that corpse. More towards here.
MBOB, gonna brush my teeth. Rom, you know what to do.
Yeah.
At the very least, we should be able to finish this mission. Oh, hello there. Is that going to be that transmission tower? Why the... No, is this the third... Is this the third out survey post or something? Okay, what is this?
I think it's a survey thing.
This one's bigger. Let's see. The computer lists a complete cargo manifest of the containers outside. It is mostly uninteresting. Excavation equipment and parts of prefabricated work shacks. A footnote catches your eye. Explosives moved to grid reference 32.4.16 for safety. Okay, so was... Okay, I doubt if it was smuggled that it would be noted like that. Okay. And
did you find the body?
Not yet. We've been close to the border before, but I think the only really... I don't think you get... you don't get an invisible wall, I think, but you do get a warning to turn the fuck back around. Oh, yeah, let's not shoot here. And, okay, it's just all grenades. Okay.
Okay, can you pull open the map again?
There.
Okay, it's a bit... Yeah, around there, try.
Oh, shit. I completely forgot you can actually zoom.
Okay, slightly. Okay, to the more of the... Okay, more of the center in that area.
So about there, then.
Yeah, should be.
Okay. Okay, I do remember that this... Oh, this is already proven to be rather short, but this DLC did set a bit of a cinematic standards that the rest of the series would build up on. Because, for the most part, the missions have been rather... You get called about some shit, you go there, you kill something, and that's basically it. And yeah, this is one where they added more cinematic flair to everything.
Yeah.
And,
the game
well,
is basically
higher
a very long and violent version of a Star Trek episode.
Okay. We'll have to climb up there then. Alright. Actually, that's a whole lot less steep than I thought it would be. So yeah, this will be a lot more climbable. Okay. I see as the Mako immediately starts to slow down. There. Okay. Yeah, we're taking the long route here. We can't climb that. I do wonder where that transmission tower was supposed to be then. It didn't seem to be near the main route. We found a Radio Shack.
Yeah, but I think there might have been a tower next to it we were supposed to fix. We never got to.
That would explain it, yeah. Okay. Turned off the radio so fast that I forgot to even check if it was broadcasting in the first place. Okay. Or just blown the fucking door off. His body has severe burns and shows sign of major concussive trauma. Mercifully, the explosion would have killed her instantaneously.
This is Dr. Himes. They found me, damn Batarians. I can hear them out there prowling around, trying to find a way in. It sounds like they're attaching something to the door. If I don't make it, tell my family I love.
Okay, nice little detail that they actually added the clunk noise to the explosive getting put on the door. Okay. Let's head to the main facility and scratch out this itch permanently. Okay. Yeah, to be honest, they made a good decision by removing the Mako from the future games, because this would have gotten tedious if it was if most planet visits you'd have to go around like this to find the stuff that's actually interesting.
Yeah.
Bouncy. That's still either through luck or slightly improved driving skills. I've not managed to tip it over yet. Okay. A bit too steep to climb here, I think. So we'll just have to follow the quote-unquote roads. Okay, we can get over here. And just cut straight through.
I've returned to the share, at least.
Okay, so another chunk of the asteroid just gets ripped off from the friction. But actually, that would mean that we are already making contact with atmosphere. At the probably best not to think too much about it. Just get in here, kill a Batarian, and get the fuck out before we burn up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it ripped apart when we were approaching, then it started to cool down and we stopped.
You can look all you want with your 4 eyes. Won't make you any less fucked. Oop.
4 eyes and how many nostrils?
4, I think, as well. That should... Okay, I wanted to try throwing that. It's swatting it away more.
Then I may have 6 or something.
Nope. Overheats.
You might want to switch to something else.
There we go.
Like any of your other guns would it overheat?
To be honest, I have only one other gun that is that we can use functionally. Are those drones, or are they just piling in from somewhere?
Drones,
getting into something with more cover than just a fucking pot of plants. And there's a lower level. Oop. Yep. Go, just
yeah, it's a female Batarian.
Yep. Not heading this way. Okay, It didn't take that many shots to overload last time. Oop. Oop. You're still alive. Correcting that. Oh, you were just not smart to begin with.
Yeah. Stand next to the barrel of acid. That'll work out.
Okay, was that him?
That's it. Bag him and tag him.
Okay. There has to be more. Oh, we'll probably try to deal with the...
Yeah, sure.
You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
Let the hostages go.
Ooh.
Maybe you'll live long enough to explain yourself to the council.
I don't answer to the council. Or to you. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
I can't just let you go, Balak. Not after what happened here.
This is nothing. You humans have done far worse to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
Okay, just... Okay, I've had, like, the fucking... I'm having the biggest fucking headache. So, you guys mind if I rant for a second to this motherfucker just to get it out of my system?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You fucked off because the council decided to give the new guys the land you claimed was yours, but you didn't verify, and have been fucking with us. Your entire society is based around slavery. I am amazed. You motherfuckers were able to even get that away, but then again, the council's kind of fucking useless. Shut the fuck up and either surrender, piss off, or kiss the barrel of my shotgun.
Why take it out on these people? They didn't do anything to you or the Batarians.
Didn't do anything. Aside from colonizing a world that could have been ours. Aside from using resources that should have been ours. We were left to defend ourselves. But the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The council knew that.
Oh, shut the fuck up and piss off or whatever.
It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
You're the ones who fucked up out of the galactic UN.
Can you look up how long the Batarians were already a spacefaring species by the time that the humans showed up? Because them saying that the humans were already stronger than when they were probably just like only still a 1 or 2 system species, that doesn't speak too highly of your own species' military capabilities, huh?
Yeah. Okay, so they were already a spacefaring race around 1785 BC.
So, wait, they'd been in space for more than 3 centuries longer and still claimed that they were getting their asses kicked by the new kid.
Yep.
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options. Sometimes you need to get someone's attention before they'll listen. That's why we attacked you at Elysium. That's why I'm doing this. You forced our hand.
Interesting viewpoint. I get the feeling that would just immediately be followed up by shooting them.
You attacked us first. When
Probably.
you retaliated, you ran off to the council hoping for help. When you didn't get it, you hid. You got no one to blame but yourselves.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
You can go.
Fuck it.
I'll find you eventually.
Maybe, but I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friends.
Area secure.
Great.
Also, they had 10 nostrils.
Like I think some of those were more folds of skin than actual nostrils. Let's just focus on not having a second Eden Prime incident here. At least there's no fucking space beacon to blow up in our face this time.
No, here's the thing, Captain. You can throw something at your face, like pepper, curry, something.
Yes, the Batarians is
sneezing forever.
the Batarians is greatest weakness. Is chili, spicy curry.
But then I kind of wonder why. Again, depending on if they are all nostrils, why would you need 10 nostrils?
Okay, these things are actually pretty damaging. Okay, I was fearing it would be lower than I was at the moment. There. Okay, all demolition charges have been deactivated. Release the scientists from the prison cell in the lower level office. Oh, hello again.
He left. Is that all right?
Letting him go was better than the alternative. I thought you were gonna stay someplace safe.
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
Balak was holding them hostage. I let him go to save them.
Let a terrorist go or sacrifice innocent lives. I'm glad that's not a choice I had to make. Is that... Will you get in trouble for that? I mean, he could do the same thing somewhere else, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. Balak seemed like a practical man. Practical, but callous. I'm sure if he'd been in my place, Miss Bowman would be dead now, along with all the terrorists. But I'm not gonna sacrifice people who happen to be between me and my target.
So what happens now? The bad guys get away?
And that's one of the main differences between Shepard and Saren, huh? Or at least if you played Paragon.
Yep. Balak gets away today, but we'll still be after him tomorrow and the day after that. Me, my crew, and every other crew in the Alliance. He'll run and he'll hide, but eventually he'll slip up and we'll get him. Bad guys never get away, Simon. Not unless the good guys give up.
Well, I wouldn't want you after me. Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around.
But do your kids not matter somehow?
Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
Okay. I'm honestly tempted to get this for Tali. So...
Yeah, fuck it, let's get it for Tali, why not?
You have Quarry and armor? That's hard to come by.
I think, wait, how did you even get that?
Torches. They really knew their
Okay,
stuff.
fair.
You're welcome to take it.
I guess they just left it behind.
You asked me to look into the missing engineers.
Have you found them?
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh. I see.
Just
well then.
ease them into that. Dumbass Shepard sometimes.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
Okay, Colossus 9. Okay. He just fucks off without even releasing them or waiting to talk to them. Not the best boss. Just stroll out like nothing.
Let Balak go to save us. expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
This ain't Star Trek, and there's no there's no
Then
Vulcan
I'd be
in
no
sight.
better than the Batarians. Besides, Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing, no matter what.
Your brother was the one Balak killed?
Yes. Aaron. He was the one who convinced me to join the team here. Said it would be an adventure. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
I understand. You've been through
Yeah,
enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. I don't even know your name.
Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
Okay. You wanted to say something?
Just go and... No, I just want to just... Now I just saying to the character, yeah, go take care of your brother.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the Batarians? What were they hoping to achieve with all this?
I don't even think they knew. When they first arrived, they were talking about getting us back to their ship. They wanted to sell us as slaves. When Balak showed up, everything changed. It was his idea to redirect the asteroid. Said it was the will of the Batarian Rebellion, whatever that is. They followed him quickly enough, but I don't know. I don't think they're all as fanatical as he was.
That was a brave thing you did, Kate. Contacting me on the radio, risking your life.
Stubborn and determined runs in the family. My father was in the Alliance back on Earth. I think he was disappointed none of us kids signed up, but he'd be proud of Aaron. Sorry. I just...
How did the asteroid get all the way over here? And why wasn't someone alerted sooner?
The asteroid was scheduled to arrive in a day or two. Balak just sped it up. This rock is full of valuable minerals, but it was too far from Terra Nova to be profitable, so we attached some fusion rockets to it and drove it back. It was all going smoothly until... We'll get everything back to normal soon enough. Almost everything.
You've been through a lot. I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
I hope we never meet again. Mostly because we just met in the middle of a hostage situation. Yeah. Straight out of Char's playbook, so... God damn it!
Ashley! Apparently she wants to stay a bit longer. Also, Aurora likes the red of the armor, it seems.
I don't guess about the Batarians. Right, I got guess about the Batarian, said they made a rebellion. Like, there is probably a lot of social things and whatnot going on there. But they've been fooled to aim their anger against the humans, even though it's their government's fault for not doing anything else to improve their lives and all that.
I think it was more like, not really meant as a rebellion or something, but more like Batarians just rebelling against the council or humanity or some bullshit.
You can't imagine.
Yeah, basically whatever self-serving excuse you can come up with, that's what they're going with.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
Well,
get off this particular rock.
An afternoon.
Yeah, some of them, as they mentioned, fanatical, seem to be believing the lies.
I think they're...
Yeah, how much time
I think
do we
their
have
codex, we've got about 15-20 minutes. I think their codex mentioned something about religious castes or something, or just... basically, the Batarians aren't nice people even to their own fucking people. Okay, and Vermeer finally awaits in the Hawk system.
Okay, hang on. Hang on, I got the wiki. Sorry. Batarians place an extremely high value on social caste and appearance, and overstepping one's place is frowned upon. Effective caste status can be bought on an ongoing basis, like a subscription service, allowing the buyer to worm their way into the elite circles of Batarian society, given enough funds. Oh joy. Casting aspersions on the monetary worth of a social better is considered an insult. They strongly believe that few species with fewer than 4 eyes are less intelligent, often seemingly gaining the upper hand in interspecies arguments because, well, you try talking to a literal 4-eyed bastard.
Which set of
Slavery
eyes
is
to
an
focus
integral
on.
part of their caste system, despite... What? Yeah. Slavery is an integral part of their caste system, despite being, illegal. The custom's so deeply ingrained that the fact that the council is basically saying, stop being slavering pricks, makes the Batarian thinks the council is being discriminatory. In fact, rogue Batarian slave rings are feared throughout the galaxy, especially among colonists in remote worlds. See colonist Shepard's background and the girl from the side quest.
Yeah, basically no matter what background...
Even implanting...
Actually, no, but whichever military history you pick, you just have beef with the Batarians no matter what, huh? Outside of Soul Survivor?
Pretty much.
Just read that.
Yeah, Soul Survivor was... Okay, so Soul Survivor is just basically the one where you don't have beef with them because you're because you just happen to survive the Thresher Maw attack.
Yeah,
in
it's the
Ruthless,
colonies
you went to Torfan and killed a bunch of them. And in the War Hero, you helped stop the Hillyan Blitz.
Yeah, it's with the colonist backgrounds where you have beef with them as well. So it is entirely possible to actually have a history that doesn't get touched by the Batarians at all.
It sounds like
which is even...
What Rom is saying, to me, it sounds like what Rom is saying is everyone in the council has beef with them.
Yeah.
Pretty much in some form or another.
Okay.
So really, I get the odd feeling that them closing their embassy was something the council was just like, bye, bitch.
Yeah, I think I said this exact thing before with this, that they basically went, oh no, anyways. Let's see, Priscilla or Priscilla? Yeah, Priscilla is a terrestrial world so small it cannot retain even a trace atmosphere. The surface is frozen, composed of magnesium silicates with carbonaceous. I still have actually no real way of how to pronounce that. Carbonaceous deposits. In the recent past, a pirate band from the Terminus system carved a message into the surface using ship-based laser weapons. In a 100-meter wide Batarian syllabic, the message proclaims the military prowess and virility of one Captain Zaish. A smaller postscript alludes to the questionable parentage of all humans. Fitting that we find this right after dealing with fucking Batarians.
Yeah, it's just weird. Those Batarians do a lot of questionable things that, it sounds familiar.
Hey, I wonder why.
Let's see, 108.7.
They do have on the religion, there isn't much known about the religious beliefs. They do have symbols like the pillars of strength, from also you can guide in hard times, and also that treatment of a Batarian's corpse is considered unimportant unless the eyes have been removed by an enemy, as they believe that when a Batarian dies, their soul leaves the body through the eyes, which, given the amount of headshots you can do in games, I'm pretty certain we might have accidentally fucked over a few of them into Batarian Afterlife.
Yeah, you just go to Batarian heaven somehow, and you just arrive without a head. Okay. Extreme low temperature. There's almost no gravity either because of how small it is. And how less dense it is. Chloroplan. Relative, just your most basic of basic gas giants. Vermeer. Nemata. Nemata is a terrestrial planet with a thick, hazy atmosphere of ammonia, methane, and a cocktail of other hydrocarbon gases. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of nickel with deposits of iron. With a density 1.4 times that of Earth, it is obvious that Nemata is rich with heavier elements. Mining could be extremely profitable, though the lethal heat and high gravity would make initial development costly. Given the political instability of the nearby terminus systems, investment is unlikely. Okay, an orbital period of 3.5 years. A very long day at 70 hours. High pressure, but not too high. Very high temperature as well, and relatively high gravity as well. I think the highest gravity we've seen at any point was like 3 or something. Jar 4 is a close-orbiting hot Jupiter hydrogen-helium gas giant with clouds of airborne silicate and deeper layers of sodium. In composition, it is extremely similar to 51 Pegasi planet Bellerophon, one of the first extrasolar planets discovered by humanity in the late 20th century. Despite its great size, Jar 4 is actually rather low mass. The incredible heat of the star Hawk has caused its atmosphere to expand. In fact, Jar 4 is so low mass, it is tidally locked to Hawk. The temperature difference between the sunward hot pole and the dark side cold pole creates constant hurricane force winds. Okay. And yeah. Well, that leaves only Vermeer. Okay, Vermeer is a lush frontier world ideal for colonization by carbon-based species. Its vast seas and orbital position on the inner life zone have created a wide equatorial band of humid tropical terrain. Unfortunately, the political instability of the nearby terminus systems has impeded colonization efforts. The high risk of raids by pirates and slavers make it an unappealing homestead. Okay, so nice for vacations, but you don't want to stay any longer than absolutely possible. Ugh. An orbital period of 9 years, a bit shorter of a day, almost 1 atmosphere, a very nice average temperature, and lower than usual gravity, but still pretty decent. Okay. Let's see. Let's bring these two. And that's the 10-minute warning, but let's at least land before we do anything, before we call things off.
Must be our Solarian. Check out those defense towers.
Drop the Mako. We'll go in hot and take them out.
I'll get you in underneath their radar, Commander.
Okay, that was real low.
Got a clean drop, Commander.
Stay out of range and continue evasive maneuvers until I bring those AA towers down.
I know the drill. Meet you at the camp once those towers are offline. Joke around.
Okay, and I think that'll probably be the best possible point to call this off for today then, huh? Also immediately maxing that out. Okay, and finally we mastered lifts. So yes, Shepard does indeed lift, bro.
It is. That it bloody is. I've been waiting for you to make that joke since last time this streamed.
Okay, but that will be it for today with Mass Effect.
Were you grinding or something?
Yes. Alright. And yeah, that'll be it for Mass Effect. We'll continue with this next week, hopefully. Hopefully nothing getting in the way there.
Yeah.
There was something I was...
Tomorrow?
Yeah,
Tomorrow? Catch up stream?
we won't be continuing with this game tomorrow, but we will be catching up, hopefully, on Zenless Zone Zero, since I got some rather, well, not extremely bad, but frustratingly bad news yesterday, due to just government fuck-up. But yeah, we'll try to stream Zenless Zone Zero tomorrow in the afternoon. Maybe go a bit shorter than 4 hours,
what time?
maybe
12, 1?
Let's go from 1. Try for at least 3 hours. Okay.
I'll see you guys later.
Alright, see you next time, Ram. Thanks for joining.
Shit. Wait, no problem. Fuck. Were we gonna do Terminator on Saturday? No,
Sunday.
Yeah. Okay, good. Just wanted to be on the safe side. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.
See ya.
Rest well, Ram.
Okay. So, yeah, tomorrow, hopefully Zenless. Saturday, we'll have... Saturday, we'll have The Witcher 3, Blood and Wine, where we'll have to clean up side quests as well. And yeah, Sunday, we'll hopefully be able to finish with Terminator Resistance, or its main story. We still have the DLC to deal with. But for now, let's look for someone to raid. It's rather bit. No, it's not that busy. Okay.
Yeah, when tomorrow are we streaming?
I'd say from 1 p.m. EU time. So 1 p.m. GMT plus 1. Yep.
All right.
Let's see. Now for the people who are streaming, we've got the site. Actually, didn't re-rate them recently. Recently-ish. Just need to narrow this. Yeah. Let's see. We've got Katie, who is playing Dying Light the Beast. Swalbe is playing Divinity Original Sin 2. Okay. Charlotte and Wonder is playing Project Zomboid. Theory Pop is playing Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. Okay. And let's see. Jim McGinger with Hollow Knight Silk Song. And last but not, actually not last, but we've got Lazarus who's playing Blueprints again. And for the last one, we've got Halloween playing Rule of Rose. Okay, that's a more obscure, older horror game.
Yeah, I know of the name. I haven't watched too much of it. I wouldn't know it's a thing.
Yeah. Any of these of interest, or shall I take a pick?
Your choice, for I blanked out for most of it.
Okay, yeah, sadly, Dervin couldn't make it today. But hopefully they'll be able to join again next week. For now, yeah, muted it. So copy the name, head to our place. Okay. /raid and paste. But before we start with that, of course, thank you everyone who may be watching live or later. Thank you, Aurora. And let's see, we've had Sensei and Night lurking. Hello there, you two. And thank you as always, Drakir and Ram.
You're welcome as always, my friend. And thank you all for joining and watching this madness.
And yeah, we're definitely getting into the end game of this, well, game, or the first third of this game next week. Though I'm not entirely sure how many more streams there would be past that. So I think we'll probably still be with this for 2 weeks or so, maybe a third one. Then again, I'm absolutely horrible at guesstimating. So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's usually either longer or way shorter than you expected.
Yeah, and this is a game I actually know, so I should have some idea of how long it is.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You even said those things with other games you supposedly know. Knew.
Yeah. Okay.
But there has been sometimes you've been surprisingly spot on.
Okay. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do a catch-up with Zenless tomorrow. And yeah, for now, let's get this raid started. And yeah, thank you all again for watching. And until next time, have a nice day. And until then.
Be safe, everyone. Sleep well. And watch out for undead seagulls.
And Batarians who wanna orbital strike your planet with a fucking asteroid.
Oh dear.